legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby.
Coach, thanks very much. Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
There we go, back. Waiting! Let's find 2, Here, get. Check 4, check. Let's find 2, I'm here. Hey, wahoo! No. Check.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Ben Gideon. Credit him with the sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Second down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right about 20 yards on the pick. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Here we go. Ready? 59.
On first down, Scott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Back man. 180. Come to my work. We grip. Come to my work.
On third down, it's Scott. And he's got some. And the ball is knocked out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Anything to make of this or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week and now a third.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him. Taking care of the ball, tucking it away, keeping it high and tight, all the while doing that and not slowing down his running and his ability to move the ball forward.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third-year back from Florida State. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. This is caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
That's it, baby. We don't work. At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Philadelphia.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Scott. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Okay, after those first 2 drives, I think there's a head coach who's going to be calling for CSI. They're going to want some forensics on this. What is going on with this ball club? Unable to hold on to the football and take care of it.
Yeah, 2 straight fumbles for them to start out.
Yeah, you would think that this team would come in ready to go. Sometimes just mentally not prepared, and it shows up in these types of plays.
Hey, Zoo! 56, the mock boys, 56. Check, 56.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. And complete right side to Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Come off the ball, move, move.
To throw, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's got this down to the 35.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
To high, 180. 51. Check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw left side on target to Thielen. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. On third down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Here we go, back man. Strong right, strong right.
Wentz now on first down. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz, and that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They go back to Abdullah on first. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. Able to get away. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Well, they deemed it 4 down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. They'll run on 1st down. It's Scott, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Scott, and he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Give him 14 on that one, and a 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not...
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throwing now is Wentz. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep for Diggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Bravo. Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's get them home.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Touchdown, Philadelphia! 63 yards on a punt return score as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
And that jumps the excitement level up a few notches, doesn't it? What a big-time punt return for a touchdown. Now their cohorts on the special team side, they've got to add the PAT.
That would be the equalizer. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Cousins to throw it. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Abdullah. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down, really put them behind the 8 ball.
Fake here, direct snap to the up man. And the surge is getting taken down to the back. So much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right and ready to get the party started. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. All right, now here we go. Hey, Haywood.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with Eagles' second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
This one complete to Sproles. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Wentz on target there to Jeffrey, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Eagles.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Watch the twist, watch the twist!
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Wentz to throw. Throw left side, complete to Scott. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go again with Scott. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, Scott. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you're that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead, and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Working out of the gun, Cousins looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Great 15, great 15.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Emerson Griffin in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Linval Joseph picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. On 3rd down, it's Scott. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, Cousins again. He's got his rookie tight end. That's Herb Smith, Jr. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Go ahead.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. On 2nd down, this is Madison. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end, Rudolph. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Two. Wait the hot.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Buying time to his left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run with Scott. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. Screen pass to Sproles. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, it's Scott. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he connects with Ertz. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Scott. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. On 1st down, Scott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Anthony Harris on the tackle. Back to throw. Ertz over the middle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Wentz. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Double time. 3 down.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to